Hello traders, Gary Wagner here, just after 11 o'clock in Honolulu, 4 o'clock in New York. It is Monday, December the 12th, 2016, and this is the Daily Report for gold and silver. We do have gold trading nominally higher up today, up about $2, $2.50, currently trading at 1164.30. Net change up 240. It's traded to a low of 1162.60 and a high today of 1167.90. Not very much of a range, not very much of a gain, and considering dollar weakness today, actually we've got a lower gold pricing once you account for that weaker US dollar. That's where we're getting that plus $2 on the day. Of course, we'll cover that in a little bit more detail in a second. Silver, on the other hand, is genuinely trading higher, up about a full percentage point, up about 17 cents at 17.13.5. The low today has been 1673 and a high of 1726. And I say that all in light of a weaker US dollar. Now, the dollar is down about 0.6%. So if gold was up 0.6%, you would have basically a flat market, and you would have gold higher due to a weaker US dollar. But the fact that gold is trading up only about 2 or 0.3%, it's actually not even fully accounting for this weakening US dollar, which is currently at roughly 101. 100.96 is the current print, but it has traded to a high of 101.78, and the low today has been 184. So we're closer to the low than the high. But the point is that gold is trading in a lackluster way, and the bounce that we're witnessing today, I believe, really is a false bounce. Let's take a look at our first chart. So traders, we absolutely do have higher pricing in gold as well as silver today, although it is silver that's actually showing us any kind of real gains once we take into account the weakening US dollar. Now, when we look at gold, gold is trading up about $2.10 today. We're looking at a daily candlestick chart. We can clearly see that the market has closed higher on the day. And as I said at the opening statement, that can be deceiving, because once we account for a weakening US dollar, we actually had more selling than buying in the market today. The other thing that is alarming to me in terms of looking for any kind of potential bottom today, I'm not seeing it. We do have the market which traded with a lower high as well as a lower low on the day. All things being equal, yes, we have an extremely oversold market. You can see that when we look at the moving average convergence divergence, our MACD, but with a lower low, lower high, and only slightly higher close on the day, I am under the current belief that we will probably see more downside pressure in gold. So traders, to really ascertain where we think pricing could go to if we don't see this market recover, and for me to really believe we have any kind of recovery short term, I will need to see this market break above that 1170 point, and that is our 61.8% retracement. We clearly traded through that last week. We clearly closed below that last week. Today's range, although this is a weekly chart, this represents today's trading range in gold. As I said, we have a lower low, we have a lower high, and the market is trading under this critical particular price point. Now, based upon that, the next real level that we could look at in terms of where gold could fall to would have to be a 78% retracement, and that falls roughly at 1120. So my belief is we could see further selling in the market. That selling could take us as low as 1120 per ounce in terms of current gold pricing. So traders, silver has genuinely traded in a different manner in recent history than gold. The rationale behind that in terms of fundamentals, I believe, is fairly clear. And that is that as U.S. equities have been on a utter tear, moving to consistent new record highs, gaining in value, and the fact that silver is so highly used as an industrial metal, we have had that really rub off as bullish sentiment for silver. We have seen points in which gold has gone down and silver has gone up. The key, as far as I'm concerned, is today's trading activity is the fact that what we're looking at with silver is a market that's up over 1% today, trading about 17 cents higher. The market's trading above $17 now at $17.14. And then on a longer term basis, and we can really see that on this weekly chart, you can see that we have a consistent series of higher lows week in, week out for the last 3 weeks, ever since it hit this low back in mid-November. It did break below 61%, but has since recovered in over the last 2 weeks. This, of course, being only today's trading activity, we have seen not only these series of higher highs, but we have seen the market genuinely trade above this critical level of support. All things being equal, and that being said, my sense is that I am looking for silver to move higher over the next couple of weeks. It could move higher even in light of gold moving lower, and I don't see any real resistance short term till about 1740, and that would be a simple 50% retracement of this yearly move. On a technical basis, that would be the next real level that I would look for. Now, in terms of technical historical data, we do have these series of lows that came in October in which it was supportive. One man's support is another man's resistance, so to speak. We did get a couple of weeks in which the market closed right at this particular price point. So in recent history, we do have a reason to believe that we could see some sort of resistance slightly above our current price point. This has been Gary Wagner wishing you, as always, good trading. We'll talk to you tomorrow for another daily update and review. Bye-bye.